Hello friends, my name is Shivam from Devops Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Those who want to go for lunch break, they can go. We'll meet at 1:10.
1:10 means you're giving only 5 minutes break.
2:10. We'll meet at 10, 2:10. Okay.
Okay. Chalo, bye.
Bye. Those who have finished it, they can go for lunch. Those who have not finished it, they also can go for lunch.
What time do we have the lunch break? Till what time do we have the lunch break?
2:10, come back.
Okay.
One 168.0.0/60.
Strap.
Yeah, Chola, done. You can take your machine.
Yeah. One more thing before we leave on the lunch. I went to that Kubernetes, like, documentation, but number 16, 17, 18, I do not see on that. The problem is, like, I in my notepad, when I go from the URL on the Kubernetes document and cut paste, that is fine. But when I go to my local machine and try to notepad and copy paste on the machine, on the worker machine or that master, it's not happening.
It is there now. This is 16, 17, 18.
Can I share my screen? I am just quickly. We share my. How can I share my screen? Screen. Yeah. So I am on here. On maybe I'm on the wrong page, but I just wanted to make sure
It's a
that.
different page.
So this is where I am on the Kubernetes
Yeah.
documentation and getting started.
I have given you the link.
Yeah, I'm going to that link, sorry. So I'm on this link, which I click on what you have provided.
Yeah.
So here I found this thing, okay?
Go below.
And then node port services, other operating system, something that I have to.
Click on that CentOS, Red Hat, and Fedora.
CentOS, Fedora. Okay.
Not
And
that. Go a little bit up. CentOS, RHEL. there only after Ubuntu there is a center. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. All right. So okay, fine. So that is, so maybe it is, do you think it is a typo in my machine?
No, no, it's okay.
Okay. All right. So I have to finish the worker part, correct?
I have done both of them.
Oh, thank you very much.
Then you can take your machine.
Yeah. So I like to know what are the things I done mistakes and what I made
Minimum you need to have Docker installed in your machine. Okay.
in both nodes.
Yes, yes. Container runtime. Okay. In both node means, so I told you earlier also, Kubernetes run as an container service. So if you want to run something as a container service, you need to have Docker engine installed. Okay.
The first step, first install the Docker, everything, then go for creating the pod, everything like that.
Yeah. Then install Kubernetes.
Yeah. So if possible, can I share my screen? Can you explain me these steps, how it's happening? It takes max 2 minutes.
I have done it in your system.
Yeah. But these steps,
Yeah, yeah.
what are the steps we are doing for what purpose? That's little bit some revision I like to do. 5 minutes if possible.
Your name is
Otherwise,
Subir, na?
yeah.
Yeah.
So first thing what I missed or what you have done for me is that we have installed the particular Docker container, everything Docker container setup done. Then we go for this file, K8 file, and set
The
up the
first step
breach,
is to install Docker in both the machine. Okay.
both machines. Okay. After that, this steps,
Then
what the purpose of,
copy this. This will enable IPv6 support in your system. Okay.
okay.
Step one.
And
Step two,
step,
we added the Kubernetes repository. Okay.
okay. And step 3,
Step three, we disable the SE Linux firewall.
okay.
Okay.
And this one, restart the
We
kubelet.
disable, step three, we disable SE Linux, which is an kernel based firewall. Then we install Kubernetes using yum install -y kubelet. Okay. And finally, we reload the daemon. Okay.
Master node only, right?
Yeah. And
This
restart
steps,
kubelet. Step 5 will be, I will run kubeadm init command, which will make my machine that wherever I run kubeadmin init, it will be your master machine. Okay. Clear?
okay. That's we have done, right? Okay, thank you.
So this pod network can be given, any IP can be given for that, Gopal?
That is
You have given
internal,
on IP.
192, 172, 10.0, whatever you want.
So normally in enterprise, how they will define that? Because I have not seen in Fidelity when they are running this init command, right? I'm not finding that IP being given over there.
If you don't give it, it will take a 10 series IP.
Sorry?
If you don't give it, it will take automatically a 10 series IP. Okay.
Oh,
10 point something something. But I want my custom IP address. Okay. Like if I have 10 different cluster and everywhere it is showing 10 series, it don't look good, right? So I will define my custom IP. Okay.
So each node we can give our custom IP, and that can be used when managing through Rancher and all. Or?
This is internal to your cluster. Okay, like 172 IP, we have seen it in Docker. They are internal. These IP addresses are not accessible outside Kubernetes cluster. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing is accessible outside Kubernetes cluster. It's like in your VPC, Amazon VPC, you have internal IP address, you design it. Same like that. This is also called as CIDR, classless internet domain register. That is internal to your network. Nothing goes out. I can easily identify, like I am running 5 different Kubernetes cluster for 5 different projects. So by looking into the internal IP, I can understand that this project belongs to this.
Okay.
Now you can see that the master node is being their worker node has been attached, but they are not in the ready status. Okay. Now, if you give a command kubectl get pod -- all -- namespaces, you can see that all these pod are running. So these are not pods in simple terms, they are running as a container. To verify it, you can give a command docker ps. You can see that all these are running as a container. All these are running as a container. Like I told you in the architecture, in the master, you will have etcd, kube API server, controller, proxy, scheduler. Okay. Can you see it, all of you? Can you see it, all of you?
Yeah.
Now, in Kubernetes, if you want that this, why it is showing this container should communicate with each other. Okay. For inter communication in container, we need to install an network plugin called as CNI, container network interface. There are so many CNI plugin, like if you want to have an like Amazon has built their own plugins. Okay, if one pod want to communicate with another pod, they need to deploy some CNI plugin. ACI is their Entra, iOS from Extra. Everything has their own benefit. Azure CNI, Big Cloud Fabric, Calico is there. From Huawei also, Contev is there. All these plugin has their own benefit, drawbacks. Okay, like some plugins give you incoming routing, some of them give you outgoing routing, some of them give you incoming outgoing together, some of them give you TLS encryption. So it depends upon which type of plugin you want to deploy. We'll deploy a plugin called as VNet. these are some add-ons you have it in Kubernetes. I just need to give the kubectl apply command. It will automatically deploy this plugin. Just remove the $sign and do it. kubectl get nodes. Apply it. It takes a little bit of time to get ready. You can see that. Not only that, if you do kubectl get pod -- all namespaces, you can see that there is that VNet plugin is getting deployed. So for every worker node, there will be one plugin. If I add one more worker node, there will be another VNet running. And finally, when you do kubectl get node, you can see that both worker and master are communicating. Okay, it is similar to something like in your organization, the like 100 of device is being attached, how they are communicating using network switches. Switches has their own pros and cons. Like some of the, like if you are using layer 3 switch, it gives you better routing compared to layer 2 switch. It's like a manageable switch. Okay, it knows where the traffic should go. Similar to that in CNI, using CNI plugin, we can manage our traffic, how it is going on. Deploy that plugin, then you can see that your master and worker node is up and running. After deploying, you need to wait for a few minutes before it gets ready. Around 1 or 2 minutes it takes. Download that package and
So Gopal, do we need to install on the master, right? The VNet?
everything now we will do it in master. Forget about worker node.
Okay.
Just we create a connectivity option in the worker node. It works as a slave. Now everything I will push it from the my worker node or master node.
Okay.
Hi
Can you
Gopal.
send the URL for that VNet that you?
I'll send it in the chat.
Hi Gopal, this is Vijay. Actually, I got disconnected a few seconds back. Like when you were applying kube control, apply -f will make a master ready, right? So that time I was available. After that, I just dropped off.
Yeah,
If you
just
shared
apply that.
anything, yeah.
Then apply that. I have put that command in the chat.
Okay, and then you have made a worker node also made ready, right?
Nodes to check that it is ready or not. Then I have run a command kubectl get pod -- all namespace, which shows that there is 2 pod running as a VNet.
Okay. How did you made worker node as ready?
See, worker is slave. Whatever I will push it in the master, it will automatically get applied to the worker node.
Okay.
See, uh, actually, once you install the Kubernetes, we cannot find containers in like if you type a Docker PS, so we are unable to see that any container.
Those are
Whatever.
containers only.
No, those are containers. Okay, but see, previously I have one container with the name. What
Docker
is you can
PS
call it?
space
MySQL.
hyphen A. Docker PS hyphen A. It will be in the stop state. Yesterday night they reboot the system.
Once we install this Kubernetes, so if we don't want to use Kubernetes, we can use Docker as a Docker daemon, right?
Anything. Docker is always there.
Okay.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Is it showing ready? kubectl get nodes. All the services it is showing ready or not?
Yes, it is showing ready.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ready.
I will give a command kubectl get namespaces. So you can see that there is a default namespace, kube node lease, kube public, kube system. What are these things? So in Kubernetes, there is a concept called as namespace. Okay. Kubernetes support multiple virtual cluster backed by same physical cluster. When we talk about namespaces means we are creating, every project will have its own namespace, like project 1, project 2, or you can create namespaces like dev, test, production with a particular name. The benefit with the namespaces is that the benefit you are getting with namespaces is that you can allocate resources on those namespaces. I can allocate resources on those namespaces. Okay. Without namespaces, I cannot allocate resources. So if I type kubectl get namespace, it shows you some predefined namespace which is created. Like default is there, kube node lease, kube public, kube system is there. What are those? Those are system. So when we talk about default namespace, if you deploy a pod and do not define any namespace, it will go to default namespace. Kube system, all the system related information, all the system related pod are stored in kube-system. Then there is a public namespace also. If you want your pod to be accessible publicly, so in that type of scenario, you put it in public namespace. Kube node lease. It contains contains information about your node, okay, or the slave machine. Understand what is namespace? What is namespace? Is it clear or not?
Namespace just like a different environment, how we have dev set you at prod like
Yeah,
that. Same way you can create inside the Kubernetes.
perfect. How to create your namespace? You can use an YAML script or just give a command kubectl create namespace. I call this as quota memory CPU hyphen example. It will create a namespace. To verify it, kubectl get. In place of writing full namespace, you can put ns also. You can see that quota memory CPU example, this namespace has been created. If you want more information about the namespace, kubectl describe ns quota hyphen memory hyphen CPU hyphen example. This describe command, like in Kubernetes, you need to remember few command which is always being used. Kubectl get, kubectl create, kubectl apply, kubectl describe. So kubectl create will create a service, whatever you selected. Apply and create both are similar. Apply means if you, the difference between create and apply, create will do it for the first time. Apply means it will update it. Get, it will show you the service with minimal. Describe will give you more information about the service. It will give you more information about the service. Create a namespace like this.
Gopal, so when we created this namespace, this is which type? A public one?
Everything is private, nothing is public. Only there is a public namespace, that is one namespace. Okay. Everything we are creating, it will be private only, running inside Kubernetes cluster. If you want to expose any service in Kubernetes, you have to use kubectl expose command that will expose it outside Kubernetes cluster.
Okay.
Once created, tell me, then we'll create quota file. We'll create a resource quota. Then after creating resource quota, we'll create a pod and apply it on that particular resource quota.
If I want to rename this namespace, actually, if I want to rename, how can I do that? Should I need
kubectl
to
edit,
use apply? Sorry,
kubectl edit,
edit.
edit, kubectl,
Okay.
kubectl get namespace, kubectl edit minus quota memory hyphen CPU hyphen example. It will open a VI editor. Here in the name, make changes and state :wq. Save it.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Done. All of you, have you done it now? The namespace.
Yeah.
Now we will create a resource quota, okay? Do you people know YAML? Everyone heard about YAML?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Syntax-based language, okay? So using means all the script we are going to write it or to interact with Kubernetes cluster, we need to interact it using a YAML script, okay? I will use Visual Studio Code Editor. I will create a new file called as save as quota and in case of plain text YAML. Save it. I'll save this. The first thing I will write is API version :v1 and resource. Let me do it, then I'll explain you quota. Metadata name quota. All this memory hyphen CPU hyphen demo specification R REQ request simply equal to in Kubernetes, there is no equal to, mostly you will find colon. On the other right, limits CPU maximum limits dot any name I can give, but extension should be YAML. I just use Visual Studio Code Editor because YAML, the indentation is one of the biggest headaches we have. I'll give a command kubectl apply -f. kubectl get kubectl apply -f, the name of the file which I want to apply, and it should be applied in my particular namespace. Equal to, I want to apply this quota -memory -CPU -example. Done. Now if I give a command kubectl describe quota describe ns quota -memory CPU -example. Now you can see that previously there is no quota, nothing has been allocated, but now we have allocated the quota using that quota.yaml file. Voice is not coming too much static noise. Everyone is getting, yeah, I know everyone is getting it. So, yeah, now it is good now. I'm from Joseph. I have put the code here, okay, in the GitHub. Just open the file, copy paste the content, okay, create an YAML file, create an, like I have done quota.yaml, okay, create an YAML file, paste the content. After pasting the content, give this two command to apply that, okay, give this two command, apply that. The first one is applied, the second one will show you that the quota has been applied to that particular namespace or not. I'll explain you the code. It's very simple, not too much.
Where do we need to keep the quota.yaml file? In which folder?
Any
Any
folder you
folder?
put.
Okay.
It should be in the master machine.
Okay.
Anywhere you put it. But see that you should apply it with that particular namespaces. Or if you don't want to do it like that also, you can copy this URL, kubectl apply -f, paste that URL also works. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Don't work. Okay. kubectl apply. Oh, it should work. Okay. Hyphen namespace quota memory CPU example. Quota this way also you can apply it. Like if you have some YAML code in GitHub, this is also one way to do it. Either you can copy paste it or go to the raw. By default, it's stored in JSON. It is. You just need to select the code and click on raw.
Gopal, actually, last time you have showed to edit the namespace name, right? How to edit, but it's not reflected in the namespace. kubectl get ns. Sorry. Yeah, I edited. I got that. I edited that name, but it's not reflected in. If I type kubectl get ns, it's not reflected. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Hmm?
kubectl edit ns. Error, at least one of the API version kind and name was changed. Okay. kubectl get ns. You cannot edit that name. Okay. Delete it and recreate. Yeah.
Okay. So if in case like in
Some
info
of the
like yeah,
things we can edit it. Okay. Not everything is editable. Okay. Like port number, those things can be edited. Some of the services you can edit, some of them. This is kubectl edit command I have given. It will edit the existing names, running names. Or you can create a new namespace. Done, everyone? Clear quota? Is it showing quota in your namespace? kubectl describe ns. Is it showing something like this?
Yeah.
Everyone done now?
Yeah.
So what it has done? Okay. When I run the command kubectl apply -f and quota dot YAML file, it is going to execute this YAML file. Okay. But I told you earlier also, all the communication happen through Kube API. Okay. So we need to first provide which API version we are going to use it. Quota memory and those things are being there in version 1. Okay, there are some more API. Version 1/apps API is there. Then for user management, they have a different API. Okay, they have written different API, like to manage Google. We use Google APIs to manage Facebook. Similar to that, they have, means they are upgrading their APIs. This version 1 API is the first APIs. So API version, it will invoke the Kubernetes API version 1. Okay, in that API, it will.
Please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.